What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. I got baby Machiavelli Mills right here with me as I'm on daddy duty, and it's now to talk about time to talk about another player who's been struggling or who has not been living up to the potential that a lot of people had him at, right? Because to me, listen, I saw this happening. I feel like Kemba Walker had hit his ceiling in Charlotte. That was the best that Kemba Walker was ever going to be, in my opinion. He hasn't been the same player since he left Charlotte, and you can say it has a lot to do with injuries, but I also feel that just Kemba has always been a very, very small guard, right? He's super small, always struggled to get his shot off. He struggles to get his shot off a lot. He doesn't have the quickest or most explosive first step to get around defenders to probably help him get a leverage to get his shot off. He's a very streaky shooter. When he's hot, he's hot. But when he's cold as Antarctica or colder than penguin piss from the field, and the shit is just bad to watch. No lie, man. I don't think Kemba has the best shot IQ. His shot selection can be very, very poor, and he's also some mid on defense. That does not make for a very serviceable starting point guard, not for a starting point guard option. But he was a big free agent acquisition for the New York Knicks, and a lot of people were talking about, oh man, the Knicks gonna be on fire. They got Kemba back. Kemba finna help the offense explode, so on and so forth. Because we saw during the playoffs, the New York Knicks struggled to find scoring. Julius Randle was not playing that well at all. Derrick Rose, D Rose is off the bench, was making a bet like he was their best offensive option for them, night in and night out. So they thinking that, oh, we can get Kemba as a way to relieve Derrick Rose. We get a guy that can fill up the box score or fill it up at any point in any game. And Kemba is just not that same player anymore. And I think the Knicks front office, they thought this. Look, we can get a hometown kid, bring him in. A lot of the fans will pile in and watch this hometown kid come and play. People going to be interested in watching him because, this guy was good like 5 years ago. And the casuals are going to just fall in love with it. But to real basketball fans, a lot of people foresaw this happening. I foresaw this, no lie, man. Do y'all know what Kemba has been doing over the last 10 games? I'm not just talking out my ass or talking out the side of my neck. Let me read y'all Kemba's numbers over the last 10 games. He's averaging 8.8 points per game, 3.1 assists per game. He's shooting 37% from the field. 37%. That is terrible. That is terrible. No, that is just horrible. He's shooting 24% from three while averaging a career low 11.4 points per game on the season. Now, y'all let me know where the hell that is good at in any league. That's not good in the NBA. That's not good in the G League. It's not good overseas at all. So Kemba he's just struggling. You know what I mean? And again, I just saw this happening, man. People out there was like, oh, Kemba gonna be this and gonna be this. He gonna be that. And over the last 10 games, Kemba is out here averaging a triple single on the season, right? And let's talk about, I'm not even the biggest fan of the plus minus stat for real, but let's look at it. Kemba is a negative 123, minus 122, 22. Excuse me, Kemba is a negative 122, minus 122. Derrick Rose is a plus 113, right? That just shows you who the Knicks look better on the floor with at times. Like, all the time. It's just constant reminder. And to me, at this point, I believe that the Knicks did themselves a disservice by signing Kemba Walker in the first place, right? At this point, Patty Mills is a much better option than Kemba Walker is. That's not no shade or no slight to Patty Mills, but it's just a fact. Patty Mills is a better option than Kemba. And Kemba ain't been on a crumb since he left Charlotte. So I think this was just a bad signing to me. Again, Kemba, he was a very streaky player. He can get hot. He can fill up a box score. But Charlotte did the right thing by getting rid of Kemba because you didn't want to give him a max deal. If they would have given him a max deal, they wouldn't have been in position to get Terry Rozier. They wouldn't have been in position to get LaMelo Ball. And they probably would have been in the same place as they were in with Kemba, right? Barely getting an AC lookout, like getting an AC. It would have just been a bad look. He could have been putting up his 24, 25 a game, 26 a game. But he's not a player that you need on your team to carry to get you to the promised land. He's not a guy that's going to take you all the way. Kemba Walker shouldn't even be the second best player on a championship team, right? At best, he could be a third best player, but right now, it just look like he might be a fourth best player on the team. Like, for real, fourth or fifth. It's just looking like that to me, to my naked eye. It's looking like that, man. Kemba's not looking like an efficient basketball player. He's not looking like somebody that the team needs to get over the top. And I think the New York Knicks, they did themselves a disservice by signing him in the first place, man. You know, we'll see what happens throughout the rest of the season. If Kemba can, if he improves in some type of way, if they can get him acclimated or adjusted in a better way, we can see what Tom Thibodeau will be able to do with him. But from what I'm seeing, from my vantage point, my boy, cut it out, baby. From my vantage point, it's just looking like it's just not working very well for the New York Knicks team. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the Knicks fans that thought, you know, this was going to be a big, huge advantage or a big, huge signing for them. But nah, man, I just, listen. Anybody that know basketball could have saw this coming, and it's just something that this was the inevitable to me. This was the inevitable, and I don't know. Maybe I don't know who they can get for him. I don't know. You know, Derrick Rose is a better starting option to me, and I'm not just saying that because Pooh from the crib from Chicago, Illinois, like me. It's just a fact to me, man. And Derrick Rose is a better starting option. But at this point in his career, Derrick has struggled with injuries. So I don't know if he's the best possible option for this basketball team as far as the starting guard. I believe he can do it. I don't know if it will be good on his body is what I'm saying, man. But we shall see, man. But Kemba Walker is not it. That's for damn sure. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.